take a 1-0 lead.
This boy is something, Pulas. His third goal of the tournament. Aritra Das was making a superb overlapping run, and for a second I was going to say he should be playing it into his path, but he had different ideas, and rightly so. Takes it back on his right, and he just beautifully curls that past Puya. No chance for the goalkeeper.
Absolutely beautiful. Gets a pat on the back from his coach. That's exactly what you want. Let's hope Hudson is fine amid all of that.
Well, this is what Kerala Blasters needed. They started the game well. Last 5 minutes, you could see Army Green just slowly getting back into it, passing the ball, putting some pressure in terms of set pieces. But then they get that all-important goal from this boy here.
Not the first time he has confidently finished from that kind of an angle. An all-important lead for the Blasters. Wonderful videos coming in from the senior team's journeys abroad. Kerala Blasters, a lot of adulation for Vukomanovic especially, and the other players, but these youngsters will give so much more to the fans to look forward to.
Well, you know what, Pulas, I would love to see a couple of these youngsters, probably, I won't say getting into the first team right away, but at least getting opportunities to train with the first team. Because we're seeing some players with a lot of quality here.
Along Kima, do Army Green have an immediate response? It's going to be difficult. Dug out for Chapin Rabha. Flag has stayed down. First time cross is quickly blocked by Aritra. Now breaks forward again. Gaurav.
You can see the game straight away has opened up because Army Green are chasing a lot more now. They know they are a goal down. And they have to get back into this game. So there are going to be a lot of open spaces that can work for Kerala Blasters because they've got a lot of pace up front.
3 goals now for Ayman. Level with Alinzuala Changte. Level with Saul Crespo and Jerry. And just one behind Sunil Chetri and Bartok Beche.
Well, I'm sure he's got his eyes set on these two. Sunil Chetri and Bartok Beche. 2 strikers who've scored so many goals in their careers.
In fact, he's level now with Chetri. He's also on 3. One of those goals was given as an own goal later on. Swung in. Oh, much better ball from Army Green. Now Alan Thapa back into the box. Away to safety. They've been trying to scoop that. Bibin with a meaningful flick. And now into the path of Gaurav. The Blasters pour forward again. Support from Ajsal. Gaurav stays on his feet. Has to come back for Roshan Gigi. They wait for support. Almost picking out a gap, but it was quickly closed down.
Just slightly delayed.
And now suddenly, Chapin Rabha, who is offside.
Yeah, as soon as the ball was played to Chapin Rabha, you could see all the players looking at the assistant referee on the far end, and he does look offside by a couple of yards. Big opportunity though on the other end when Gaurav had that opportunity to probably play it across goal to Atsal, just delayed it by a second or two. And Tomash will be happy. They've made all that possession, that great start that they've had, the intensity that they're playing with count. getting that all-important goal, but can they keep up that intensity? That's important. Yes, we know they're young players. They've got a lot of energy. They've got the legs, but it's never easy doing it for an entire half or even for 90 minutes.
All the goals scored by the Blasters coming from either Ajsal or Ayman. A dynamic duo. Quickly closed down, Azhar. That's more like it from Army Green. Have to provide some kind of test. Shooting from distance like that is not going to really trouble them.
The Kerala Blasters need to be careful because they enjoyed the initial possession where Army Green didn't really press as much, but now they're looking to get a lot closer to them there. They win the ball quickly, so they have to be careful.
Half an hour gone still. The likes of Lalam Kima have not really come into it. Hasn't had the right kind of service, one could say, but sometimes you need to make things happen. Still muted.
Yeah, Lalam Kima depends a lot on Sachin Chhetri also. We've seen in the previous games, Sachin getting on the ball a lot, and then he looks forward for those runs of Lalam Kima, but he's not getting the ball. It's been a lot of running for Lalam Kima without the ball.
Here they come once again. Looking for Ajsal's run this time. But Shobha Khan had that covered.
Yeah, good defending again. That's the pace that Kerala Blasters have. Very quick to break.
Ayman. Azhar. Ritra. And Ayman again. Narrow angle. Plays is over.
Yeah, again, just a clever ball from Aritra there into Ayman. That first touch was good, but he's not going to score from that angle, Pulas. I know he scored a goal. He's brimming with confidence, but he's got to go for the right option. From that angle, you cut it across goal and just hope for one of your teammates to make that forward run.
Just leaning.
Yeah, he doesn't really need to do that, Basit. Ball's anyways going above the player. Stand your ground. Just a slight nudge there using his hands.
Seven takes it short. Nitin. Roshan Gigi just catching him a little bit. I love that. From Thomas Cho. Say sorry and get on with the game.
Yeah, it's nice to see. He's also teaching his players.
Respect. So important on the pitch. At the same time, you don't want too much respect. It's a fine line to walk on. You want to compete like this, and maybe Lalam Kima can add to the competition. Couldn't really turn that inwards. I think the flag did eventually go up after the phase of play.
Yeah, the flag comes up really late. There's a slight deflection of the defender, but he doesn't get the right connection. He's going to try and flick it past the keeper, but there's a bit of spin on the ball. Hits his knee in the end, but Sachin Suresh comes out in time.
Oh, what a touch that is. What a phenomenal touch. Just take him away past the man. Incredibly clever. Trying to get gets stuck in now. Rabha for Sachin Chetri. Into the feet of Alan Thapa. He's looking for that run.
Which is much better from Army Green. They're finding those passes now. There's not a lot of space, but they're getting into those pockets. It's a lot more difficult for Kerala Blasters now to play out from the back. Because Army Green are getting very tight.
Nice flick. Gotham for half a second thought he would be away. Marwan stepped in and cleared that.
Yeah, almost gets to Gotham. Stretches his right foot, tries to just flick it past Marwan, but the defender again very alert. Well, this is exactly where Army Green want the ball to be. In Kerala Blasters half, in and around the box, put pressure on them.
Alan Thapa takes it short. There's the setup and Sachin Chetri's delivery. Straight to Sachin Suresh.
Yeah, just gets it too close to the keeper. The idea was right.
Team up! Hey! Hey! Handball! Hey! Handball! Handball!
Calm and composed from Puya.
It's a handball from his player.
Be careful in this kind of a situation, Gotham. Do well to play it out of that press.
Rosa. Come on, outside.
Well, it's lovely to see a lot of teams now how they try and play out from the back.
There's the steal. Now Bibin. Great weight on that for Gaurav. A sliding challenge comes in.
Well, it's lovely to see when it works out. But when you give the ball away in that position, it's always dangerous.
Come on, Rosa. Play, Rosa.
Play on, says the referee. Roshan Gigi.
Hey! It's a yellow card.
And then I think after Sachin Chetri.
That has to be a yellow card. Sachin wasn't happy about the earlier challenge on him, and this comes back sliding into Roshan Gigi. Never getting the football, that's frustration. Doesn't need to do that.
Sir, this is a card.
Card hasn't been flashed.
That was the initial tackle from Roshan Gigi, and that looked like a foul to me, which is why he wasn't happy, got back up and went sliding into Roshan.
One more and he can be sent off. He's already been warned.
Come on, Rosan. Be strong.
It'll be very difficult for 10-man Army Green to contend with the Blasters, so they've got to be careful. Ayman gives it away in the attempt to play it back to Vibin. And almost winning it back, still trying. Breaks for Army Green. Out wide is Chabin Brabha. Marwan has followed him. Now Gotham. Sanjay. And Gotham again with the cross towards Alok Kima. Tejas clears. Just bounces ahead of Azhar. Alan Thapa urged to shoot, but no space, no time. Maybe now the shot comes in, but hopelessly over.
They again, good football from Army Green. Puts them under pressure. They get a cross in as well. And it sets up perfectly for Sachin. But no sort of accuracy on it. Would be disappointed because that was right in front of the box. Should be testing the keeper from there. It's been comfortable so far for Sachin Suresh. Not had to make too many saves.
It's good to see that they're not making it easy for the Blasters, who have the ability to run away and score a few in quick succession. They've curbed that pressure. Kept it at 1-0, stayed in the game. Lalom Kima. Nothing comes of that move. Basit clears. Gives it to Sachin Chetri and now Lalom Kima. Nitin. Back towards Lalom Kima. Onto that right foot. Is there a penalty? He's blown a whistle and he's given a yellow card for diving and simulation.
But you know what he's trying to do? Get it back on his left. There's nothing there. That is a dive. He is trying to con the referee. But Priyo Bharta Singh is right in front of where the action is happening. And that is the right decision.
Took a very quick decision. He knew he was being sold something that he didn't want to buy.
Did he really need to do that? Because he's cut back on his right. He's got the football back. Just needed to make half yard for himself and try and find the bottom corner.
Second ball. Second ball.
Gaurav into the path of Ayman. Wonderful control. Then the shot blocked by Shubhagyan. Looked like that would have also been on target.
Yeah, that's the pace we've been talking about. From the likes of Gaurav and Ayman, as soon as they win the ball, they look for those runners. Mohammad Ayman this time on that far left, gets it back on his right. He's always looking for that shot.
No.
Roshan. And towards Tejas. Loopy corner and a loopy header. Punched away by Puya.
Well, they defend that well. Make it difficult for the Kerala Blasters players to get a proper clear header. Puya coming out with a strong punch as well.
Basit. Easily intercepted by Gautam. And now Chapin Rabha.
Hey guys, come on, Hassan.
Sanjay. Can't get past Aritra without attempting to pull him down. Quick restart.
Yeah, he doesn't need to make that foul again because Aritra's going towards his own goal. Just stand your ground. Don't have to tug him on the shoulder.
Move the ball. Move the ball.
Roshan.
Again, Roshan. Roshan.
Basit blocking out Alan Thapa.
It's been a great battle in the middle of the park. Both teams pressing so well, not allowing any space and time on the ball. As soon as the ball goes into midfield, you can see somebody closing down very quickly.
Nice flick. Basit. A long searching ball for Ayman. Could bring it down.
Yeah, super ball there from Basit. Long diagonal. Always looking for Ayman. He's always got that little bit of space on the left wing.
Well done.
You can see how willing they are to win it high up the pitch.
That's where they're most dangerous, Kerala Blasters, when they win it higher up the
Come on,
pitch.
Hassan. Well done, move the ball.
Marwan
Guys,
past everyone.
come on. Stay. Roshan inside. Now go. Yes, Roshan, continue.
A couple of minutes added on. Alam Kima trying to put that into the path of Gotham. They just wasn't having it. Vipin. Rare giveaway. Under pressure from Shetri, and now Chabin Rama. Two in the box to aim at. Chabin Rama cuts it back for Gotham. That's placed over. Asking for a deflection. I think he's just mishit it.
Yeah, and he chooses the right option because you can see Lalam Kima's mark there. It's just a ball that comes through. I wouldn't say it's the best ball because it's in the air. Could he have played a grounder? Also, the ball is slightly behind Gotham, makes it all the more difficult for him to get the right technique and get it on target.
I wonder if there was any deflection there.
But he did ask for it as soon as he took that shot. The referee has spotted it, which is why he's given a corner kick.
Got to concentrate for another minute. Blasters, and they can go in at the break with the lead. Here comes the delivery. Very good ball in. Someone has to go and attack that with more purpose.
Yeah, he gets good pace on the ball and puts it in that position where the goalkeeper is always afraid to come forward. But not too many players attacking it. They're just about finding their rhythm, Army Green, towards the end of this first half.
They just need some treatment. Vipin. Oh, great ball forward from Vipin for Ayman. And Puya had to come out flying.
But Puya had to get that absolutely right.
Out of being asked to drop because one-man shot, but I think Tejas is back on the pitch as well. Vipin.
Let's go.
Ajsal. And Ayman.
Hassan, position.
Haritra joining in and gets the ball. Surely some kind of cutback. Close for the shot. Oh! Remarkable from Haritra. And Kerala Blasters are making a habit of scoring special goals.
And with a special celebration as well. What a strike. With his left foot, Aritra Das. As soon as he got that ball, he was waiting for options, probably a cross or look for a pass, but nobody was around. And he was like, why not? Let me take a shot. And he's hit that so sweetly, Pulas. Right in the top corner, no chance for Puya in goal.
An absolute rocket from Aritra Das. And Kerala Blasters now in a 2-goal lead against Army Green just before half-time.
And what a great time to score. That second goal just before half-time.
And that has knocked the stuffings out of Army Green. An excellent half of football from Kerala Blasters. They made a fast start and then Second half between Kerala Blasters and Army Green. And the Blasters are in a 2-goal lead, which means they have the freedom to make some changes at halftime. But two absolutely wonderful goals. The first one from Ayman and the second from Aritra.
Well, I've been very impressed with Kerala Blasters. Not just because they've scored 2 goals and 2 wonderful goals, but the kind of football that they're playing. It is the best we've seen them play in this edition of the Indian Oil Durand Cup. They're looking very solid. I like the movement. I like whipping in the middle of the park with Azhar. The pace they've got up front. But Army Green are still in it. I feel they still have a chance if they can score in the first 15 or 20 minutes. They can put the pressure back on Kerala Blasters, but they have to be careful, especially because of the pace that Kerala Blasters have up front.
But the change for the Blasters is that Gaurav, number 10, is out. Jasim has come on. And a couple of changes from Chongtham Singh as well. Bringing on Somesh Kothari for Sachin Chetri. And Royal has come on for Chabin Rabha.
There are 2 changes for Army Green, 2 players who've started the previous 2 games. A bit surprised that Somesh Kothari especially pulled us, because I think he was brilliant for Army Green in their previous games. But he's realized his impact and he's got him on straight away.
Yeah, Sachin Chetri probably that yellow card also playing on Chongtham Singh's mind when he made the decision to take him off. As for Gaurav, you could have heard Thomas Chores time and again ask him to get into position. And we just thought it's time to give Jasim a run out. Jasim, who's also quite brilliant at pressing and winning the ball back up high. There's Jasim. Just goes out.
Yeah, it's pretty much a like-for-like change. Kerala Blasters, Jasim coming in. We've seen him in the previous games as well. A lot of energy. Does a lot of running.
Very difficult, right, Darren, when a team scores a second just before halftime. In terms of recovery and coming out in the second half with more motivation. At 1-0, there's still belief. At 2-0, you know it's going to be tough.
Yeah, especially that moment right before halftime. It just deflates you as a team. Your confidence. Because Army Green looked decent. They had a few opportunities. They were putting the pressure. And at 1-0 down, there's always a chance to come back in the game. It's a lot more easier. But now there's a lot more work for them to do. They know that they have to push forward quickly. They have to put pressure. But that leaves open spaces at the back.
Ayman, one more.
And we've seen the Blasters exploit those kind of open spaces. Let's see how Army Green chase this one down. Good ball. An early goal to make it 2-1 would really help.
Yeah, not a bad ball coming in towards the defender Sebin, but difficult for him from that angle to get anything on it and towards goal.
Another cross, this time low. And they're just sticking a boot out. Roel quickly closed down. And now over the top for Lalom Kima. There were 3 runners. All of them had timed their run as well. There's a long shot. That's very wide.
Well, that's poor from Sebin. All the experience that he's got. He's trying a shot from that distance. But you've put them under pressure. You've made a couple of passes in that attacking third. Try and keep the football there. Don't just give it away back to Kerala Blasters.
Aritra's goal now makes it 3 goal scorers for the Blasters. Earlier only 2. Names Ayman and Atsal. Triple A for Kerala Blasters in Aritra. Ayman and Atsal.
Can we call them the A team?
Well, they'll be hoping they make it to the A team of Kerala Blasters.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Ivan Vukomanovic will be having a close eye on what's happening here. We know that he likes to follow
Well done, Bibi.
a lot of the games that's happening with the younger players. And he gives a lot of opportunities to them as well. We've seen that with the senior side. He's not afraid to play
Come on, guys.
younger players, get them through.
Hassan.
It's much better. Some more strength from Army Green.
Yeah, they are putting pressure. Something we saw Kerala Blasters do in the first half, where they're closing down quickly. This time, Army Green doing the same, trying to nick the ball off Kerala Blasters in that defensive third.
Army Green have another game after this. That one's on the 4th of September against Odisha, who are already through into the quarters.
Yeah, that won't be an easy game because Odisha are flying. They score goals for fun, plus they've got so much of quality in that side.